So you're facing off against a dragon that has dramatically flown out of this body of water. You're in a salty, marshy, briny, swampy jungle. Dead kobolds are, the jungle floor is strewn with dead kobolds, a couple of living ones, and one rather nefarious looking black dragonborn, um, which is not at all to say anything about alignment or perspective. But he did just quit on Aegeus. And then you've got this bastard. Plus, somebody else looks like she just came back from the spa or something. Anybody else want to give us a little bit of a rundown for the benefit of inspiration?
Well, I have inspiration. I'm quite happy to.
No, let's let somebody else get some inspiration.
Somebody, yeah.
I think so. I think with all the saving throws somebody's going to have to make. We're going to need it.
No, that's foreshadowing.
Yeah, no metagaming, no foreshadow, no metagaming. I mean, it's not saving throws. You guys have already you've most of you fought dragons before, or you are dragons, so you know something about saving throws. It's not. I don't think we're foreshadowing. Who wants an inspiration?
I could.
Go for it.
Okay. So last session we started off with fighting with Scorch, even though he didn't like it. And we got to talking to Aegeus and found out who Meridian was and where she came from. Found out that Aegis is a trophy hunter, and she was also a trophy hunter. And we agreed to help him. And we took a rest on the beach. And then something weird started happening with Dallin, and she couldn't use her magic anymore. And then after the rest, we set out, left Cud, and Clarissa. We left Cud and Clarissa. And we set out into the woods, where we came across the kobolds and the dragonborn. And then the dragon came out. And I think, I think that's where we're at. We're fighting.
Yes, very good. You get a point of inspiration. Would anyone like to add to that? Well, for example, why are we fighting? Why are we helping Aegeus?
Aegeus is planning on basically removing all the dinosaurs from this island, and in order to avoid massive ecological damage, because that would literally destroy an island, we've basically persuaded him to try and find a better method, and the only reason he will agree to it is if we help him fight this dragon.
For the treasure.
And he wants the treasure, yeah.
And the body parts, the ingredients. Very good. You get a point of inspiration as well, which knowing your play style, you're going to need it.
Yeah, no, he's keeping. We can keep the gold, but he's keeping all the magic items.
You can keep most of the gold. Well, he said he needed the money to build a big resort, which he's already agreed to scale down as a result of the pushback at the town hall meeting. So power to the people.
Well, like keep the island in one piece.
Yeah, but I mean, why do you care, really?
Aside from there's a potentially angry Lich who'd be very upset with us.
Well, that's a good point. That's a very good point, and that's a separate issue, isn't it? Which is that you made a promise to Real or Real. And he wants a bit of peace and quiet so that he can work his magics with the remaining spell slots that he has to try to fulfill his mission.
Yes, so the island is very, very, very cursed. Very cursed.
Right.
Not great for a resort.
Yeah, it's another reason why we said maybe you should scale back your operation a bit, because then it would keep him away from the temple.
Although, of course, ironically, you could have pushed back the first time you guys were offered this moral dilemma between being truly good for most of you and trying to go after Real and killing him and preventing him from resurrecting Terrell Var, a lich of Thay and a red wizard. And now you've had, but of course you all chose, and this is not at all a judgment. I probably would have done the same as a player to empower yourselves. And some of you justifiably say that the stronger you are, the more likely you will be to succeed in fighting the greater evil, which is some combination of demon lords and goddesses and gods. But you now have a second chance by potentially giving away the secret and having this somewhat more powerful wizard than yourselves in on the game and possibly interfering with the lich, and you could even potentially help him. And you have chosen not to do so. So I found that quite interesting. For those of you who insist you're not moving towards the evil end of the spectrum, I don't know. There's, what you say, and then there's what you do.
We're loyal. If we give a promise, we keep it.
Well, exactly. And lawful evil works, right? Lawful evil, lawful neutral. I mean, that's sensible. It's a perfectly reasonable place. That's what I tell you, most people they think they're good. They like to think they're good because we're conditioned to believe that we should be good. But actually, most people are not good.
Most people have got both in them.
I think so. But most people follow the law because the consequences of not following the law are much, much worse.
Yeah.
Cool. Does anybody else want to add anything? General complaints, confusion,
I will at the
fear?
end when everybody's had a chance to get inspiration if they want it.
Okay. Anybody else want to add anything? Jessica, if you fill it out a little bit more, you can get inspiration. Throw in a few more comments.
I mean, the only other things I can think of is that we very nearly came to blows with Aegis. We were almost not friends over the fight of the T-Rex buddy.
Yes. Is there anything Jessica, is there anything you want to discuss about stories, particular character arc? Or are we just going to all forget about that scene?
I mean, I stand by. I didn't want to get my blood sucked. I didn't want to deal with whatever that unknown thing he summoned was, and wanted to be in the stone box. And since I thought, she would think of this as a favor, and she's always asked for blood in returns for favors, I didn't want to give blood. So I thought, well, there's something else I can potentially give that maybe she'd be interested in. And so I offered, and apparently she didn't like it, called me a freak, and ran away. You win some, you lose some, I suppose.
I love you guys. You guys are great role players, each and every one of you.
We also found out that the wind rack is useless.
Mm-hmm.
He can't find dragons. He has to find things specifically named dragon.
Yeah, he can find the dragon.
Exactly.
Or someone with the nickname of dragon. Or an item called dragon. It's just
which he was so embarrassed to tell you that he just sort of led you on deliberately for his own nefarious purposes, most likely because he was afraid that you would leave him in that awful pit with the rust monster if you didn't give you some incentive to take him away. Yeah, good. So Jessica, you can get Story can get inspiration as well. Well done. So who didn't get it? So Joe's got inspiration. Jessica's got Cora's got inspiration. Story's got inspiration. Who else was that? Maddie. Satina's got inspiration.
I've got inspiration from a couple sessions ago.
All right. Awesome.
Been on the back burner.
Awesome. Looks good. Okay. Very exciting. Shall we start?
Can I put my 2 pennies worth in?
Yes, please do, Joe. Sorry, I didn't mean to exclude you.
That's all right. We know that Flyboy, as I call him, Aegeus, knows Merivale.
Yes.
Yeah.
And has told us that Merivale is basically as drunk as a skunk in a corner somewhere, and has done nothing about Brigitte and Oivan.
Yes.
He is also part of the Scorch family, so Agamemnon is his uncle, and he's kind of jealous of him and his notoriety, which is why he's planning this whole stronghold and mini empire to try and make a name for himself.
Well done. Thank you, Joe, for always throwing in that human element to it.
Cora tried to remove curse on Dallin when she was unwell. And it did something, but it basically left lines and cracks on her skin that looked bark-like. And some of the hair on her face feels very stiff and it sticks out without moving. And her armor started feeling very heavy, uncomfortable, and itchy before she got splayed with acid.
Very
I
good.
think that's about it. I think everything else has been covered. Yeah.
Yeah, and Dallin and her new friend Hrimfaxi have been blasted with a large splat of caustic bile from this black dragon.
Charming fellow.
Yes.
Which melted her skin and revealed a brand new Dallin underneath after her chemical peel. You'd think there must be some rich person somewhere who probably thinks black dragon acid for a chemical peel is quite a novelty.
I shall call him Fluffy.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have a dragon that spat acid that melted fat only?
Oh my god, yes.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Start your own business.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress.
It's the hottest new trend.
We always digress though.
I think it's called
Well-
botulism, isn't it? Yeah, cool. I've got a retired PC who does some hair removal things. Okay, cool. So somehow I lost the turn order. I'm not sure why. So I guess we can all do new turn orders.
All right.
Yeah, I was actually kind of wondering about that. I saw it was.
Here we go.
Oh no, there it is.
Oh,
As soon as somebody rolled.
Oh,
that's weird. How weird is that? Okay, so
I
yeah,
fixed it, except it changed mine.
you fixed it. Yeah. Well, I'm guessing based on your positioning that you're something like 10, so we'll put you 10 in. Doesn't really matter as long as we know what order it's in. Yeah, that looks right to me. Anybody have a disagree?
Nope.
I'm magic. It's plain and simple.
Cool.
No, I'm at the bottom, that's usual, so yeah.
Well, it helps because in a way you can always
I can mop up whatever's help whoever's damaged themselves through
keep
reckless
people-
behaviour.
It's funny because it's true.
I know.
All right. Who wants? So we are at the top of the order. The new Dallin.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Run away?
Yes, I knew you were going to say that. I nearly came out of my mouth, so I thought, no, it's her turn.
Very, very reasonable.
Yeah. I don't feel too well, so I'm gonna take. Well, I'm riding Hrimfaxi. And he's on my turn, right?
Yes, we'll
Yep.
just keep him on yours to keep it simple.
Yeah. Do I have to remove my armor as an action?
Sorry.
The melted armor that I had on.
Oh, it doesn't really matter. It's fine.
Okay.
We'll just say it's. I mean, you've got it on you, right?
And it started to melt.
What kind of armor is it?
Chainmail, I think.
Yeah, it's going to take more than one action to do that.
Yeah. So I can't do much, really.
You can. Well, you can do whatever you want to do. You just have disadvantage on certain things.
Okay. Well, as I ride away on Rimfaxi, I'm gonna think that please don't come after me, please don't come after me, and I'm gonna try and will him to not come after me. I don't actually know what I can do, but I'm gonna try and cast. I think it's this one. Yes. This one. Earthbind.
Mm-hmm.
And try and ground him as I fly
Okay.
back. Let's see, it's 90 feet for Rimfaxi, so I can get up to let's see. Need to assume I can get here and just run away.
Okay. Let's see. There is some. Let's see. There is some guidance on armor coming off. You can look it up. It's in the player's handbook.
But I think if we're gonna take it off, it's like 10 minutes or something.
It depends on the type of armor. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's heavy
some of it's a
armor,
little easier.
so it's
Yeah.
10 minutes or something. So that's why I asked if I could do anything, or if I.
Yep. Okay. You can always cast. Okay, so you can always do certain things with disadvantage, and then other things you can't do at all. So. Yeah. All right. Earthbind.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Why not?
Can I? It's up to you.
Or it's flying. So what are you trying to do? You're trying to bind the dragon?
Yeah, I'm casting on the dragon, so its fly speed is at 0, so he can chase after me.
Okay.
And he descends to the ground. At 60 feet per round.
Okay. Sure. I'll say that he gets advantage on saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Just to keep it simple.
Yes. I roll.
Go ahead and roll. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
12 and 2.
So yours is 15, and that is a strength saving throw. So he is going to succeed on that.
Bugger.
Well, he's
he's strong. Yeah.
Yeah. He the energy loops around it, and he shouts out, "Scheisse!" All right, Ellie.
How high is this cliff over here?
I think we said it was about 10 feet per sort of layer, right? So like every one of these is sort of 10 feet.
I can drop.
Yeah, if you want to roll acrobatics to avoid taking any damage, you can do that. Otherwise, you'll take 1d6.
I'm gonna head over there.
Okay, you gonna do anything?
I want to I want to take the dodge action because dragon. Also acrobatics to not hurt myself.
Sure.
16.
Yeah, that's plenty. It's kind of your thing is jumping around, so.
See ya. And I'm taking the dodge action.
All right. So, medium armor chainmail takes 1 minute to doff medium armor. So that would be 10 rounds, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Story.
All right. Well, seeing that spectacle and seeing her run away and Meridian up there, she's just gonna be like, shit, and move up. 10, 20, 25,
You speak Draconic as well, then.
30. I mean, yeah, I guess. And I think that'll bring me in range.
Don't read too much into the lyrics of the song, folks.
And I will start to whistle a dissonant melody, and will cast dissonant whispers. And you know what? I will go ahead and upcast it.
Ooh.
Second level.
Upcasting. I love it when you upcast.
Sure, it will need to make a wisdom save. Come on.
Oh, that is a terrible. Awesome.
All right.
Sounds
So it takes that psychic damage and has to use its reaction to
Move away.
move away as far as its speed allows from me.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, so that is, I guess technically it's flying, so that'll be 80 feet. Is my map big enough? Where are you? Yes. Okay. Well done. And it takes 11 points of damage.
Yep, psychic damage, and that is my turn. Just like shit. Hope this works.
You feel that pain. Meinen Kopf! And he runs backwards. He flies backwards. Let's see. The kobolds, seeing that their great leader is running away, yell, Briark! And they disappear into the bushes as well. Not interested in fighting a group that's powerful enough to scare off their big bad boss. Mr. Dragonborn. Tara, give me a roll.
Oh
D20
no.
roll.
Oh no.
He looks around and he looks at the dragon flying away and says, "Yes, I'm free! Oh, thank God you came and saved me, Meridian. Oh, I didn't know what to do. He killed the rest of them and left me alive. I had no choice. I surrender!" And he throws down his sword.
Okay. Screw that. I'm gonna. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do, because I have a funny feeling that dragon's coming back. I'm going to step forward 5 feet, so I'm within 120 feet of him. That's 120 feet, right? Weep. Yes, it is. And I'm going to expend 2 sorcery points to use Chaos Bolt as a bonus action with Quickened Spell. There it is.
So you're out of sorcery points now.
I'm out of sorcery points now, but I can make more. Because you can switch them back and forth. Anyway, so I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt.
Okay. Aiming at. Sorry, who are you aiming at?
I'm aiming at the dragon.
Dragon. Okay. Yeah, so that's going to deflect off of the dragon's hide, scaly hide.
Great, that terrifies me, so I'm going to use my full movement and my action to run away. It's, 55 feet now, because I already moved 5 feet. So.
Right.
Goodbye. Sorry,
Okay.
Story.
Story out there way by herself. How
Nope,
are you able to
nope.
move 55 feet?
Huh?
How can you move 50? Did you say 55 feet?
So 30 feet for normal movement, and then I'm using my action to dash.
I see.
use
So
my
you just used your
sorcery point
bonus
to
action
cast
for the
spell as
attack.
a action,
Oh.
so I can get away.
Clever. Very clever. Okay. All right, Satina.
Yes. She has a good idea, so I am also going to move up just a teensy bit. Let's see, I gotta find it. There it is. 3 over. Okay, so I'm gonna move up to 120 feet, and I am going to magic missile the dragon.
Mm.
And I'm gonna do it at 2nd level, so I'll get one more missile.
Mm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
All right.
4, 5, 5, 3. Wow, those are good rolls.
Yeah.
Can you
17?
give me? Yeah, 17. Well done with the math as well.
Yes, thank you. And then with the rest of my movement, I am going to go behind this tree.
Sure. Yeah. You can't see it, so it can't see you, right?
Exactly.
See
Learned
how I
that
just-
in college.
It'll just melt the tree and you together.
Yeah, and then I'll finally become one with nature.
Oh, awesome.
I mean, you're looking at Dallin there, and
I'm a little jealous. A little
yeah,
jealous.
it's not the worst thing that's ever happened.
If you look at the condition I'm in, you're not gonna want to to be me right now.
All right, 80 feet. I feel like. Let's see. Henrietta, can you give me a D6 roll?
Yes,
Por favor.
I can. Let's see a D6.
Okay. So it's going to fly up here, and then we're going to move on to the next person. Aegeus is going to step out and shoot off one more lightning bolt. Who wants to roll 8d6 for me? Emma, why don't you do it?
8d6.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just give me that total if you would.
That is 30 total.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, you did 5. I see, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Save for our fella. Okay.
Let's go.
Wow. Yeah, lightning shoots through Aegeus's fingertips, taking down a big chunk of the forest directly between him and the dragon, and hitting the dragon square in the chest. Cora.
Okay. Well, seeing
And
as the...
Yep.
Sorry, go on.
No, yeah, never mind. I was going to say something, but it's okay.
Now the dragon's moved up. I am going to use Guiding Bolt at the dragon.
Nice.
$16?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that healing bit shouldn't be on there.
Sorry, 16 does not hit. So.
Okay.
What?
Oh
it's a
no,
dragon.
it's a dragon.
What?
It's
It's
seriously.
not gonna hit. They got stern hides. And yeah, I'm gonna move behind this tree. Not very far, but just bit of cover.
Yep.
Sort of.
Yeah.
And that'll be me.
All right. Dallin again.
Yes. Well, according to the player's handbook, I can't cast spells.
Yep. That's right.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I'm gonna use my action to try and get my armor off.
Okay.
Let's see, but do I want to? Let's see.
So keep track of how many rounds it is.
Yeah.
Because you never know, this fight might take 10 rounds.
Might.
Unlikely, but
Chainmail's heavy armor, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 5 minutes.
oh, is it heavy armor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Mail.
thought it was medium armor.
No.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
what
Sucks to be you then.
Yep.
Um,
It does.
wow, your DM is a real jerk.
not the best place to. Mm-hmm. I'm just seeing if I'm gonna, if my nightmare is gonna. The nightmare is just gonna stay with me for this round at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ellie.
We're trying to hurt the dragon.
For this combat, next round, Henrietta, for this combat, I'll let you cast spells, but give any recipient of a damage dealing spell either advantage, or you roll attack spells at disadvantage. We'll say it's sort of transitioning.
Yeah, we can say that half the armor is gone because it's melted away.
That's also true.
Yeah.
Closer. Magic missile?
Yeah. There's a lot of that going on around here.
Magic missile at the dragon?
Elisa?
Okay. Give me the total.
2, so that's 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, it's looking very, very badly injured. Worry.
Come no closer to me or us.
Wow.
Oh, nuts.
It's a very indecisive dragon.
Yeah, this dragon.
I'm just very creepy in the bushes.
You have the ability to freak out a vampire. This dragon's got nothing on you.
Bye-bye.
It just flies away in frustration.
Oh, that's my turn.
Oh,
Very nice.
Dragon doesn't have
Well done.
very resistances.
The kobolds who were starting to turn around and come back because they'd seen the dragon come back suddenly turn on their heels again and keep running. fucking make up your mind, goddammit. The Black Dragonborn keeps looking around like, what the hell is going on? Guardian, will you give me amnesty?
What do you say? Sorry, you got out.
Will you give me amnesty?
We'll talk later.
That's exactly what I say.
He picks up his weapon and he starts running backwards. 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be difficult terrain, but whatever. 1, 2. None of us are paying attention to it, so. Okay. Meridian.
Yes, that's me. Alright, he is much out of my range now. But what I will do, first of all, I'll use a bonus action to convert one of my second level spell slots into 3 sorcery points. And then I'm going to hold a Chaos Bolt for when the dragon comes back into range.
Ready a Chaos Bolt. Okay?
Ready a Chaos Bolt.
Okay. So just as a reminder, if for some reason your trigger doesn't go off, the spell slot is wasted.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And you'll be taking your reaction to do that. So if for some reason there's an option for you to do something else using your reaction, you'll have to choose between the two.
Yep. I know. I will move up 5 feet as well, just in case.
All right. Cool. Okay. The Tina.
Yes. Probably gonna do the same thing again. Let me see how far. Oh, cool! I just need to move over. That's great. Okay, so I'm gonna move over, and then I'm going to cast Magic Missile, but I'm casting at the first level this time, so it's only gonna be 3. Pew pew pew. So that is 9.
Okay. Wow.
And then I'm going to move back behind the tree.
I have no idea what song this is. Just so you know, I put something. I programmed something. It didn't come up right, and now it's just randomly playing something. I don't know what it is. So if you don't like it, let me know, and I'll change it.
Language assistant.
Sounds maybe Japanese to me.
Maybe it's K-pop.
No. Is it? Maybe. I don't know. All right. Well, if there are no complaints, I'll keep it going. All right. Yeah, he's so that was a total of
9.
9. All right. My goodness. Yeah, he's looking terrible.
Nice.
Well done. Let's see. Okay. What do we do? What do we do? Oh, what would you do if you were this dragon? I mean, seriously.
Just leave.
Very frustrated.
Sit down and cry.
Yeah, maybe.
Just take a hint.
Surrender.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think dragons tend to give up, do they?
Well, they're not suicidal, so
Oscar sure did.
he's gonna. He flies into the lake and dives into it. Whoosh. Aegeus goes, "Ow! Blast it!" Now we're gonna have to go in after it.
But you can breathe underwater.
Who are you saying that to?
Aegeus. if he's saying
You-
we've got to go in after it.
I can't breathe underwater.
I
So then
yell at
how are you going to
Oscar.
go after it?
And he looks at Satina. Professor Fizzle?
Mhm.
Can you do that? Do you have that spell?
Not anymore. No, I
You got talked out of it by your DM?
did. I knew
You're never
this
gonna need
at some
water
point.
breathing.
Yeah, no, I don't have that spell.
Your
I have absorb elements. Water's an
no.
element.
you're not wrong,
Oh.
technically. It's not really an element, but yeah. It's comprised of elements. Yeah. The kobolds keep running. Does anyone want to kill them off?
Oh.
Aegeus just runs up to the edge of the lake, little pond there, and stares at it forlornly.
Why don't you just jump in?
And he looks down, and he waves you to come over and take a look.
Okay. I'm gonna come over.
Start making our way over.
And as you look into it, you can see that although there is a shallow portion of it, it starts to curve away, and there is a very dark, very blue cave-like tunnel that seems to descend.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they can breathe underwater.
So they can hold their breath for a very long time.
Boy, that DM's a real jerk. And did anybody want to stop your dragonborn friend?
Yes, I will run after him. I'm like, Oscar, what was that about giving up, wanting mercy? Get back over here.
You didn't offer. I asked for amnesty, and you said we'll talk about it.
Yeah, well, I said we'll talk about it later. It's later. Come back.
Oh. And he's wringing his hands. Oh, don't hit me in the face. It's my moneymaker.
I'm tempted. But so, how? What is going on? Explain all this again while we're not being chased after by a black. Why are you working with a dragon? I thought you were supposed to be working for me. I say, pretending I completely remember everything.
Roll deception.
Whoa, that was loud.
Well, I don't. Look. Truth is, when you disappeared, we didn't know what had happened, so we went to go look for you, and then after a couple of hours, we got tired, and then we got lost, and the next thing you knew, we saw this dragon fly overhead and it threatened to eat us. And after it ate Rose, the rest of us sort of agreed to work for it.
The rest of us? So where's the rest of you?
And he points into the lake.
They're down there?
Well, I mean, I refused to go in. I said I'd stay out here and made some bullshit excuse about guarding it. I don't know what happened to them exactly, but the dragon took two of them and one in each claw and carried them down into the lake. I don't know if they're alive or drowned.
Can I make an insight check to see if he's telling the truth?
Yeah, of course.
Eh.
You definitely think he said some words.
He is talking. That's right.
He is talking. You feel like at least some of it could be true,
Yeah.
but maybe not.
I look at him and I say, so you'd really give up on me that easy, huh? And then
And he looks at you and says, but we were hungry.
That has got to be the lamest excuse I've ever heard, and we should all just kill you right now for attacking us. If you try to run, do you really think your dragon friend's going to be happy about you betraying him?
And he looks at you and he looks at the rest of you and says, really? You're all gonna, Mr. Scorch? Really? And Aegeus just looks at him blankly like, I don't know you.
So congratulations, you're working for us now again. I'm your boss.
While this is happening, can Ellie hold her breath and stick her head under the water? Just to kind of try and get a better look at this tunnel leading to the dragon's lair.
Sure. Roll perception and tell me what you're looking for.
Just all this is going on, and Ellie's just like, F it.
Nice perception roll.
You peer into the darkness with your dark vision, and it's of course hazy and everything else. And you're looking, and it seems odd because there's a glint of something, and it seems to be getting brighter. And just as you think you've made it out, suddenly your friend returns with another friend in tow.
God damn it.
Oh, great.
So, since Ellie was the one who kicked us off, why don't you go...
kick rocks?
Sorry?
Can we elect to kick rocks and just bolt?
Oh, kick rocks, yeah. You can on your turn. Ellie, your turn.
Sorry.
So, she's just got this dead inside look on her face, like...
Soon to be matched by being dead outside.
Yeah. Can I try and identify these two dragons? Like,
sure, that'll be your action.
Yeah, why not? Can I get like a reasonable idea of what these two dragons are? Because
what are you trying to tell?
Well, I'm not quite sure.
This is the one you were fighting a moment ago. He's just come back.
I know it's a black dragon. I know one's a black dragon. I'm not quite sure about the other one. I can't tell from the picture.
Sure. Roll. Well, I mean, you're pretty sure it's a black dragon.
Okay, so two black dragons.
Yeah. So we'll say that you don't have to use your action for that.
Right. It's just like, okay. Can I try and recall anything about dragons? Any information I might have picked up or like read about at some point out of boredom?
Can you be more precise about it?
Resistances, strengths, what type of breath, if there's any way to reason with them.
I'm not sure that as with your background you're necessarily going to know tons about him, but you can go ahead and roll a history check.
Okay. 20.
Oh, wow.
That's 22.
Wow.
Jeez.
All right.
Oh.
Well,
Shit.
well, as again, 20s are not automatic skill check successes, even if you do roll a 20. But yeah, so you know that chromatic dragons have a history of being quite avaricious. You know that they're generally evil, the chromatic ones, and you think maybe black dragons have some of the worst reputations amongst them all. They tend to live in swamps, which is not surprising considering where you are. And that they're incredibly cruel, especially cruel, more so than most others. But they're also very likely to fear other dragons. I think that's about as much as you're likely to know, considering your background isn't really specifically tied to dragons.
Need to double check something. Right, that's an action, so I'm going to
Run away.
I'm going to book it behind this tree.
Okay.
I guess that's my action and my movement, so.
Okay. Story.
All right, good reaction. Suddenly there's a big splash. Oh shit, it's back. I'm gonna do a level 1 Dissonant Whispers. It didn't. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. I tried.
Yeah.
So it takes rounded down 4 psychic. It doesn't have to move away.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will move.
So, have to. Okay, right. So it takes 4. Yep. The wounded one, you mean?
Yes,
Okay.
the one that we saw before.
Yep. Okay.
20, 25, 30. I'm just gonna move there.
Okay. And the kobolds, seeing the arrival of the second dragon, scream out, "For Char!" And they'll shoot 2 arrows at Meridian, since she's closest. Joe and Maddie, why don't you roll a d20 each? And Emma, what's your armor class?
Lower than those.
Yeah, I was going to say. All right, so that's an average roll for the 2. So that'll be 11 points
11. All right.
as you get peppered by arrows. And Oscar looks at you, looks at the rest of the party and says, fuck it. And he draws a sword and he attacks you as well. I never liked working for you anyway.
I'd like to use my reaction to do cutting words if I can see him.
Sure, you can. Go ahead.
Do it.
Be like,
So
hey,
he'll roll
you
with
son of a
just-
bitch!
Traitor.
Your mother never loved you!
Wow.
I didn't know my mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she didn't love you.
So he'll just subtract d6 from whatever he rolls.
Okay, yeah.
I'm rolling.
Yeah, I'm rolling a single d2. Oh, right. So -1. He hits himself.
He falls over and stabs himself.
And dies.
Okay.
Very good.
Well, this changes what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Misty Step.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of there.
Going to Misty Step 30 feet this way as a bonus action, which doesn't trigger an attack of opportunity. So I'm teleporting through off Oscar. And I'll go right in the bushes here, and then I will take my action to continue to run away. 30 feet.
Awesome. So Henrietta, you had I'd say there's probably 3 turns that went past while we were not in combat. Just FYI. All right. Okay, Satina, your turn.
Yes.
These 2 dragons are flapping their wings, dripping swamp water, and
Oh my
staring
God.
down at you like you're a tasty little snack.
I do not have enough spell slots for this. I need like 40 more. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna. I'm gonna do my best. That's what I'm gonna do. Nope, not what I wanted. Sorry, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to cast Magic Missile at the 2nd level, so there are 4, and I'm going to split them 2 and 2.
Okay. You're okay.
So it's 5 and 7.
Okay. So so 5 is on the wounded one.
Mm-hmm. And then
Okay.
7 is on the new one.
Okay. Yeah. Pew 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 pew. Yeah, the wounded the originally wounded one looks very, very badly off. You feel like if you had just concentrated fire, you might have been able to finish him off.
Yeah.
And they go.
Oh wait, sorry. I wanted to make my movement. I'm sorry. I didn't do that. I swear I meant to.
Oh, I don't know.
You hadn't said your action yet.
Well, I moved the tokens already.
Sorry.
All right. We're gonna. All right, fine.
Yes. Too young to die.
How you doing there, Joe?
Well, I guess in a moment, not so well.
Yeah. You get hit in a crossfire of 2 acid dragon breaths,
Oh my god.
Oh god.
as does Aegeus. And Aegeus goes, "Holy!" And then he's just drowned out as this green black billowy mass of phlegm basically covers him twice. And you can each, well, who would like to roll for Aegeus? Maddie, I think you should be responsible.
Thanks.
You each have to roll dexterity saving throws, 2 of them, obviously.
Oh, that's not bad for Aegeus.
17.
Yeah, that's one. That's one save.
And I roll again.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. That's a 5.
Okay. Whoa. And Joe.
I like this song.
Yeah, Joe, you're gonna roll?
Do you want me to roll?
Well, if it's not too much
19.
trouble. That's good. That's a save.
10.
All right. That's not a save.
Uh-huh.
So the good news is on the save, you take 24 points of acid damage.
Oh, shit. On the save.
And on the failed save, you take 49.
Okay, well, I'm down then.
Yipper. Now, Aegeus is, let me see, just double check he's still awake. I think he's got the right spells, so he gets hit, but he will take 49, 24. Yes. He is burned very badly. You see his skin just peeling off, but you can tell that he cast some kind of a spell just before he was hit. Those of you who have it and know how to cast it recognize it as absorb elements.
Nice.
He goes, "Oh God, that really stings." Satina, you already went. So
I did.
It's Aegeus' turn, and he looks at Cora and goes, "Oh fuck."
The only appropriate reaction in this situation.
Seriously.
He grabs Cora and reaches into a belt and pulls out a stopper of a red liquid and shoves it down your gullet. Drink this! Glug, 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 glug. Joe, you can roll 2d4 plus 2. You get 9 points back. And then he says, "I'll cover you. Get back."
Man's gonna death wish.
And he looks at the dragon and says, "I'll take you both on."
Well, this should be entertaining.
Cora, your turn. You're on the floor looking up at Viggo Mortensen's uglier younger brother.
Okay, so I'm gonna get up. And use my other 15 feet of movement to move here.
You're disengaging. This one's right next to you.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to.
Well, no, but then I'll take another God knows how many damage.
Yeah. They're not
so
easy to
that-
kill, these ones.
Yeah. So that would be my movement and my action. So I am going to use my bonus action to healing word myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm going to do it at level 4.
Oh, I forgot. He should have taken an opportunity attack as a result of moving away from this one. Yeah, you do your healing. Jess, you can roll the attack for this dragon. Wow, did you just get 25 points? 24 points?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh my
dear.
god! Well, let's see. 5,
Well, there goes our
10, 11. Wow, 11, 22. I don't know if you can take that. 22, 22, 26. 26. Ooh, yeah, he's alive, just barely. He got raked across the back, and you all see blood spurting from his back as he takes that hit.
Does he still say he can take them both on?
Well, yeah, maybe he's not so confident now. Dallin, your turn. You're still taking off armor?
Yep.
Okay. Ellie. I don't know why this is playing so much. Oh, it's 1 hour. Fuck that.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I like it, but not that much.
But actually, I'm gonna send my nightmare, seeing that, well, I can probably see that things aren't going very well.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see, 90. Yeah. Here. Well, I think I'm gonna let him dash. Yeah. Then he can go
Okay.
get up to the dragon.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I want to chill touch this guy.
Yeah,
It's necrotic damage.
sure is.
I am going to fling that spell at it.
Uh-huh.
That's probably not going to hit.
No.
It's just straight over the head.
Yep.
And I'm going to run to a new tree stall, a new tree.
Okay. Story.
Well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do dissonant whispers once again, first level. At this guy, first guy. Come on. Nah. 3 psychic damage.
Okay. It shakes its head, and then it looks at you, and its eyes go cross-eyed, and it drops to the ground.
She like throws
Wow.
Let's go.
and then she's
And
gonna look-
Aegeus looks at you,
What?
and then Aegeus looks at Maddie, at Satina, and just points at the other dragon that you magic missiled. You could have done that to this one.
Hurry?
Well done.
That's a good idea.
yeah, no, I am gonna back up. 30. Because I am aware there's a second, but there's one less. There are no longer 2. Yes.
Well done. Yeah. The kobolds, seeing one of them die.
Run away.
Well, yeah, they're gonna run away. They're just kobolds. And... this guy, Oscar, looks at the remaining dragon, and you notice a glance pass between them, perhaps that of unrequited love.
Oh, God. Oh,
Seeing the opportunity now that the maid is gone, Oscar yells, "For char!" And he charges Cora.
oh my
Yeah, Henrietta, why don't you roll an
Oh,
attack
dude,
roll?
you're gonna die in a minute.
We'll feed him to his own goal.
Yeah. Your armor class is like, what, 18 now? 19?
Mine?
Yeah.
19.
Okay, yeah, he misses. It bounces off your armor. And then he looks at you kind of like, oh, fuck.
Really poor judgment calls. All right. All or nothing, I guess. So, I have no spell slots left, but I had converted one into 3 sorcery points. So, first thing, bonus action, I'm going to create a first level spell slot with 2 sorcery points. And then for my action, I will send a chaos bolt towards the dragon and use my remaining sorcery point to make it a twin spell and send the other chaos bolt at Oscar.
Vicious.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And then if they bounce, I will have them bounce between each other. 'Cause screw that. Okay. So the first chaos bolt will be towards the dragon.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, that'll hit.
Great. And
So
the
that's-
second one will be
okay.
towards Oscar. No!
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
Wow. Oscar looks at you and says, "Parlay," and collapses.
And
Serves
for
him
the
right.
for the first one, I'll have on the dragon. It'll be lightning damage,
Okay, yeah.
and then I will take my 30 feet of movement and book it. Goodbye.
Char's looking a little bit charred, actually, after all that. Well done.
Thank you.
Wow, that level 2 sorcerer is outshining a couple of the pros, I must say.
Now,
Well
if only
done.
one of those had bounced, that would be.
Yeah, don't be greedy. Okay, Satina. otherwise known
Yes.
as Professor Fizzle,
Okay.
formerly head of the art department.
Yeah. Now an adventure extraordinaire. So I'm going to use one of the charges for Helm of the Gods. So that would be 1 out of 3. And I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Aegeus. So post it.
Cool.
And so now he is warded, and anytime the dragon tries to attack him, he has to make a wisdom saving throw. You know, the usual. And then the spell is last listed as a bonus action, so do I still get my action, or is it because it's the helm, it's an action?
I'm just gonna say it's whatever the spell is.
Word. Okay.
But you do have the limitation that you can only use cantrip.
Okay, I can do that. That's fine.
Because it's a leveled spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Level 1, I think.
Yeah, it's a level 1 spell. Okay, I'll just use a cantrip. That's fine. I don't mind. I got cool cantrips. Hold on, I gotta measure it out. Wow. Oh, perfect. Ooh, actually, that's not a good idea. So I'm gonna cast a firebolt.
Mm.
Did it send? Did it do it? It did not. I didn't click on it. 24!
Wow. Yeah.
Nice.
Square in the chest.
Hell yeah! That's 9 points.
Char looks at you, gives you that sort of two clawed dragon to the eyeballs, to your eyeballs, back to its eyeballs look.
I'm gonna pop my chest.
Very nice. Well, since you issued the challenge. Hello. How you doing?
Oh, this isn't gonna end well.
Okay. Let's see. It's gonna attack you 3 times. Once with a bite,
my
2 with the
God.
claws. Let's have. I'm gonna have Henrietta roll all 3 since she's not doing a whole lot.
What? That's
I
not
would
fair.
like
That's not fair.
to. I would like to expend my reaction for the first attack to do a cutting words. Can't you see your friend is already dead? You want to join them?
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
36 to hit. That's a lot.
Yeah. It's easier that way.
19 minus 4 for the first one with cutting words.
Yeah. What's your armor class there, Satina?
14.
How much?
14.
I only
Dang.
heard teen.
14.
Yeah, it's 14. So the first 2 are definitely gonna hit.
Yes.
So on the bite, you'll take 15 points of piercing damage, 4 points of acid damage.
What is 15 minus 6? It's 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's 42. 1, 2.
15 minus 6?
Yeah,
Why is
I
it-
had my arcane ward up,
Oh, right. Okay.
and I had 6 hit points left.
Right. Awesome. Well done.
Okay, so 9 point. Or sorry, go ahead.
So
15?
that's 9 points of piercing damage from the bite, but the bite also delivers 4 points of acid damage.
Okay.
And the claw, so you got that whole thing, the 4 as well. And then the claw will hit you for 11 points of slashing.
Okay. All right, I'm still up. I'm still good. We're hanging
Wow.
on. I know, surprising, right?
Yeah.
Tough art history professor.
Why is my keyboard not working?
Probably 'cause
I'm
you
not
spilled
great.
Coke on it.
But
All right.
still up.
Aegeus. He is looking really, really bad. He's got blood dripping off of his back, claw marks, all the way down to his gluteus maximus. His face is half burnt off. And he's let's see, what's he gonna do? He shouts out, "How do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it."
my god.
Oh my goodness. No.
Jess, why don't you roll a wisdom save?
If this works.
I'm just crippling you.
Jess? Can you hear me?
Jessica?
Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you
Yep.
now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Looks like Discord cut out on me there for a second.
Okay. You want to roll the saving throw?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Your natural 20s against Aegeus.
Oh no.
Aegeus just looks like Story. Like, throws his arms up in frustration.
It's the will of the gods, okay? Not my fault.
And he runs up behind the dragon and deliberately steps on the dragon's tail.
Oh.
Cora,
Oh.
your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use Toll the Dead on the dragon.
All right.
13?
Yes. Yeah, it hits.
Okay, that's
You,
good.
you see Char shake her head back and forth.
And then I am going to use Healing Word on Aegeus.
Okay. She shouts out,
Clarify.
"My Liebe!"
Did
Or it should be-
Aegeus just attack Dory?
Story? No.
No? Okay, I'm sorry, I misinterpreted that.
No, he was.
He was breaking
a
the
bit-
fourth wall.
yeah, exactly.
He was
a
what?
bit- it was fourth wall breaking humor.
Oh, okay.
So Aegeus gets 8 hit points.
Yeah, it's one of his ears grows back
And I'm going to move over here.
with a little popping sound, like. But it's all pink, like super pink and shiny. Dallin,
Still taking off my armor.
your nightmare is nearby.
Yep, I'm gonna move it and I'm gonna attack the dragon with my hoofs. Its hoofs, not mine.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's
Wow,
18.
is that right? 8 plus 8 fire? Holy smokes!
It's 2d8 plus 4. So apparently I rolled 7 plus
Pretty
7 plus
high.
4.
Yeah.
And 2d6 fire. So,
Wow. I'm liking your nightmare.
me too.
The dragon,
Oh, God.
dragon turns around, and looks very, very upset. Ellie,
I've got to measure this to make sure I'm not moving too far. Right. Give me your liver!
good lord.
Chill touch. That's 9 to hit.
Zoop. Aegeus like peeks out from underneath the dragon's legs, looking at Ellie, and just goes, "You want to help out?"
Dice just really don't like you right now.
I haven't got that many spells that are bonus actions. Kind of
Alright.
like...
Okay, story.
All right, I'm do it again. Dissonant whispers. Dun 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 dun. But first, I'm going to move 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna move there because I'm not trying to send it to Cora.
Thanks. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. You're very welcome. And I will upcast that using my last level 2 slot because I want it to hurt. Although for a 1, anyway, moving on.
Wow.
All
Yeah.
right.
That could be the one that kills it.
Mm-hmm.
So 11 psychic damage, and it has to use its reaction to move as far away from me as its speed allows.
Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And because it's a reaction, you both get opportunity attacks. That would be Aegeus, Hrimfaxi as well. So, Henrietta, you can roll one of your multiple attacks if you have multiple. Satina, you can attack with a weapon, a dagger, for example, if you've got it. I'll assume it was out.
Okay. I think I usually have my quarterstaff out, but I can use the dagger.
Oh yeah, quarterstaff's fine. But if you
Okay.
had a quarterstaff, you would have been two-handed, which casting spells with either spell focus.
I have a one-handed quarterstaff.
You mean an eighth staff?
It says one-handed. I'm not making it up, I promise.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
See?
Just because you typed it in doesn't make it true.
Type it in like that.
Quarterstaffs can be used
all
one-handed.
right.
I'm not
Oh.
a cheater.
All right, pumpkin eater. All right, well, the 8 unfortunately bounces off the armor.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anything?
It happens.
And Hrimfaxi rolled a.
22.
Is that? I don't see it.
That's the reaction. 22. 14
22 is the
plus
attack?
6. Yep. Roll a 16, and then he has a plus 6.
Fucking hell.
You gave it
Jesus
me.
Christ. Yes, obviously. Fuck was
So
I
it's-
thinking? I must have been.
He is now our
20.
favourite member of the party.
I must have been. All right, and Aegeus is so surprised that even though he's got his sword out, he just goes, "Whoa! The hell was that?" Meridian, your turn.
I'm going to fire a firebolt at it. I can hit it from here.
Okay.
120 foot range. So,
Yeah.
nope.
Okay. Satina.
Yeah, I'm
And where
probably
this-
gonna do the same thing.
The old magic missile machine.
Yeah. Well, I only have. Ooh, I have a level 3 slot. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fire it at level 3. So I'm gonna have 5 missiles.
Oh,
Right? Yeah, because it's 1 for each additional spell slot. 1, 2,
Sounds good to me.
3, 4, 5. Alright, so 10, 13, 15, 19.
Discord seems to be having a bad hair day. Okay.
It is 19 points of fire damage.
Force damage.
Force damage, I apologize.
That's even better, actually. Oh yeah, she is feeling really bad. You shoot her 5 times to the back, and she's hit. She looks like she's close to being dead. Well done.
Thank you.
And she is going to dive back into the pool.
And comes out with another one.
I can do this
You know
all day, people.
That's fine. That's fine.
God damn it.
Maybe.
Chicken.
Aegeus just looks at the pool of water, the ripples of water as it splashes along the banks, and stares down at his bloody arm and looks over his shoulder at his scraped up back, and just collapses. Oh, would have been so much easier if I'd just been able to fly. Oh, although I guess they fly too. I think the dinosaurs would have been an easier time.
We got one. We got one! I'm far away back.
that's it. I
Yeah.
want it liver.
Everybody looks at you like, thanks for the help.
I'm hopping forward, trying to get off the rest.
Still trying to drag a boot off.
Yep.
The annoying thing is, if it hadn't been flown away from Story, I could have run up and hit it.
Well, There's always tomorrow. So, yeah, shall we take a break?
Yeah.
All
Can I
right.
just say before our break that Meridian looks at Aegeus and goes, "Oscar's mine."
That's pretty
Yes.
dead.
You're going to harvest your own. Well, whatever. There's plenty of Dragonborn out there. And then he pushes Ellie away. Now stay away from this one. No eyeball picking.
I want its liver. I want to feed it something familiar.
Don't worry, Aegis.
Aegeus!
Don't really care for any of the dragon bits, but she just kind of rubs her fingernails on her vest. But that one, brains kind of exploded, thanks to me in the end. So you're welcome. And then she'll just walk away.
Can I at least have a bit of the dragon's liver?
Yeah, all right. We'll clean it up later. But we've got to get that one before it heals up or gets away.
I'm going to
None of you can breathe water? Really?
No.
Neither can you. You're not one to talk.
I think I can tomorrow.
I'm gonna take Can I take a deep breath and stick my head back underwater and look at the tunnel?
Oh, here we go again.
You can certainly try. My stock answer. All right, we'll take a little break. We'll reconvene in a few minutes.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So we are back. How does everybody feel?
Oh, this dragon
we
to
still
come
have
back
one
out.
dragon to deal with.
Ouch.
I mean, should
Kinda
we
worried
just jump
that
in
another
and
two
try
are
and
gonna
go
come
get it?
We could always come back and ambush it.
And start all over?
Yeah, but at least then we'll be at full power and not all on the brink of death.
What's a little death between friends?
I'd rather fight it when it comes out to eat than fight it in its lair.
That is assuming it doesn't have a secondary exit.
Yeah, that's a fair point. We don't know for
Aegeus,
sure.
what do you think?
Aegeus is just like passed out. He's like passed out, falling asleep in a puddle of his own blood. He waves his arm just disinterestedly. Should have just stuck to myself. It's so much easier.
Yeah, I'm sure that would have turned out so good for you.
Can I wring the water out of my hair over his head?
What's the matter with you? I nearly
checking
died
that you-
saving one of your party members.
Just checking to see you're not dead.
He prestidigitates all the water off of him.
Can I loot Oscar?
Oh, God. Yes, sure. Why not?
Look, Meridian has no attachment to him. He doesn't even remember him.
Wow. Savage.
Lawful evil.
Ruthless.
Betrayed me like twice in 30 minutes.
30 minutes, it was like 15 seconds in game. So,
Like, how many?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, so go ahead and do an investigation check.
My character sheet is not loading. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So,
He's obviously wearing some armor. He's got a sword.
I don't have a bonus to my investigation, so I'll just roll a d20 because my character sheet's not loading right
Sure.
now. Oh, no, my entire page is crashing. Okay.
right.
Hold on. I'm going to have to log out and re-log back in.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, Tara. You wanted to do something.
I was. Oh no! I think
Okay.
my own page is crashing now.
Really? Okay. Well, Henrietta Dallin finally gets all that armor off.
Yep.
Yay!
Yay.
Yeah, I actually wanted to come over. Dallin,
Mhm.
how are you feeling?
I don't know. I feel weird.
But like
As-
you're still you.
And-
You look different. Have you done something with your hair?
Hey, that's my joke.
Well, I did just have a chemical peeling. It might be the acid that colored it. I don't know.
But as far as you know, you are still you, right? Like that hasn't changed. You're still Dallin.
Yeah. I remember.
It's funny
everything.
you say that, but as there's a little bit of a breeze just sort of whistling across the swamp, and aside from the fetid odor of the swamp itself, occasionally when the wind catches Dallin's hair just right, Story you could swear you hear what sounds like the rustling of leaves in the wind, and you occasionally pick up a faint set of fresh cut grass coming from Dallin.
I'm gonna take one subtle step back, just
What?
assessing.
I feel like myself. Well, something is wrong because my magic doesn't work. So
that
something
that
is wrong.
does definitely seem like a.
But in my mind, I
Olive?
remember everything, and I'm still me in my head.
Dallin,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you should have a look at your reflection. There's a big pool of water you can use.
I really don't want to approach that pool right now because I'm really hurt.
Just looking at Juice's pool of blood.
I mean, you look nice.
Okay. Well, I can
Like-
see that my hair isn't the same color.
Yeah, but it seems very nice. Has a very nice rustly effect and a nice smell.
I smell nice. Okay.
I mean, I don't know the first thing to tell you, but yes, you do.
Does Dallin lift one arm and sniff
Yeah.
under her tits?
I smell
Well,
like
okay, hold on.
acid.
I mean, there might be limits to how well you smell, but just what faintly has caught the breeze was pleasant.
I have an idea. Can I use minor illusion to create a mirror so Dallin can actually look at herself and see what's happened?
It doesn't actually create something that you can interact with, but you could certainly create an image of Dallin the way you see her.
Yeah, I'm just gonna post the thing in.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is taking
I also
forever.
rolled my investigation check. My game loaded back.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
You find everything.
Yeah. You find a tattoo that you didn't even know
Yeah.
existed,
Yeah.
and we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting place to put something. Yeah. So amongst the, he's not a super wealthy guy. I mean, you don't know a whole lot about yourself, obviously. But if you look at what you were found with, you had the bare bones of everything. So it's not like, and Aegeus has repeatedly discussed your role as being that of hired help, not an adventurer, not a particularly experienced bounty hunter or trophy hunter, big game hunter. So you're not totally surprised that somebody who works for you doesn't have a whole lot either. There's a small leather pouch. It has 6 silver pieces and 4 gold pieces, which you suspect may have been, most of what he probably had on him. Aside from the sword, there's a small hand crossbow that's attached to his hip that he never used, and on the opposite thigh, a small quarrel case for bolts for the hand crossbow. There's also a letter to his mother, apparently,
Oh.
describing his plans to go out and make something for himself. and explaining that if anything should happen to him, he is in agreement with the rest of his so-called friends to send whatever remains back to his mother, so that she can at least live off of that for the rest of the year.
I crumple up the paper and throw it away.
Oh my god. It's not his mother's fault.
Wow.
He's an asshole.
Cold. Cold.
Very nice. Yeah. And then you've got one oddly shaped pair of dice. They both look like six-sided dice, but one of them is clearly made out of wood, and the second one seems to be made out of something else. Could be bone, could be a certain kind of a stone, maybe, that you're not familiar with.
All right, I will pocket them.
Fair enough.
And yeah, no, Meridian feels no remorse for this Dragonborn.
Yeah.
He was a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
He did betray us within the span of
I knew him for a solid 2 minutes. He means nothing to me.
Yeah. He did betray us how many times within the span of
Yeah.
All right. So was there something else we were doing? Oh yeah, we were still doing something with Dallin and Story. Was there anything else?
I mean, just want to make sure you're okay. Like you took a fair bit of acid spittle there, and then kind of melted away into this new. And I mean, I don't see anything intrinsically wrong with it.
I feel
Aesthetic wise.
Except for that I'm almost unconscious.
I mean, yes, but I think it was more like what's slightly maybe a little more alarming is that you seem like a totally different person. I am glad you're still alive, though. To be clear.
I kind of brush my hair behind my ears and just, oh my god, I don't have elf ears anymore. Where's my ears?
Yeah, and as you brush your hair past your ears, you have a sudden urge to lift your leg and try to scratch your ear with it. Which, is a little bit difficult to do because you're standing on 2 feet and now you're standing on 1 foot in a weird yoga pose, and B, not something you even understand completely. And the rest of the party is kind of looking at you trying to do this and thinking, okay, that was weird.
Can I minor illusion a mini version, like a 5 foot high version of Dallin as she is now?
Yeah, you can make a statue that looks like her. Sure, it's not going to move, but sure, yeah.
Oh.
As you can see, you are quite green now.
Weird. I don't know what's happened, but I feel fine. I do. But I don't have my powers or anything, but
maybe it is similar to what's happened to Cora a short while ago.
I'm sorry, what now is happening to Cora?
Yeah.
She woke up one day and just gestures over to Cora, this 6 foot Brazilian model.
She hasn't always been.
That was a halfling with hairy feet.
Oh.
And has now turned into a 6 foot tall model.
So this is just typical then.
It's magic.
Yes.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
This stuff happens all the time, apparently.
Okay.
This isn't the first time this has happened. In this party, you either get cursed, suddenly transform, die and get resurrected, or
What's
all
up?
of the above.
Meridian suddenly looks very uncomfortable with this party.
You and me both.
I was the one who died.
Yeah.
You're not the only one,
Yes.
homie.
It's like I love how you guys are starting to one up each other. I died too, you know.
Well, I also have memories.
I've died 3 times.
Yes, but you did end up indebted to a goddess whose morals do not align with yours at all.
Well, nowadays they do.
Hey.
Only because it's all moving the right direction.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna stick it back underwater.
I just think we have to kind of wing it and see how it
Do you
goes.
think anyone would be able to lure it back out with a well-worded message? You think a message could reach it down there?
I don't
Add
know.
message I could try, but I'm tapped on everything, and I don't even know that spell.
I have a message. It's a cantrip. I'm gonna have to check on my spell cards and not use my character sheet because I've got the red bar of doom.
Yeah, so do I. I also have it.
I can post it, but if you're not able to see anything, then you can't.
150 feet. Point your finger towards a creature within range, whisper a message. The target and only to the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper. You can cast a spell through solid objects if you are familiar with the target, and to know it is beyond the barrier. Magical silence, 1 foot stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 wood blocks. 3 feet of wood blocks the spell. The spell doesn't have to follow a straight line, control freely around corners or through openings. I've probably... yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just curious because it was... I mean, it ran away, so it's got to be hurt.
Oh, it's very. You could see that it was very seriously injured.
That thing's almost dead, just like some of us.
I just hate to walk away from it.
We have 2 options as far as I see it. Either we chase after it now into its lair and kill it while it's already almost dead, or we leave, rest up, come back at full strength, but we also face it at full strength. But at least this time I won't have a dragon buddy with it.
Well, we don't know that. We have no idea about it.
Well, I assume if it did, it would be out here right now attacking us.
I want to see if I can do this with message spell. Because it says it can go around corners. It doesn't say anything about water blocking it.
I've got the
I was
sending
just
spell.
thinking, if I point my finger at the water and just go, "Get back here, you coward!" Thinking the dragon.
I don't think that's a good way of motivating it to come out and die.
Would you even be able to get it there? Because I don't think you can see it.
I want to see if it works.
Well, I think it's not so much about being able to see it as long as you're familiar and it can reach it.
Guys, I've got sending, which has an unlimited range. And you can send a short message of 25 words or less
I'm
to
just
the creature
thinking,
with which you are familiar.
obviously those kobolds were revering it. So what if we said, like, whoever sends the message says that they're an admirer and they saw the valiant fight and they'd love to get to know it more and they bring riches and tribute. Perhaps that might make it come back out. I don't know.
That requires someone with quite a bit of charisma.
Well, not to toot my own horn, but I can't cast sending.
Somewhere in the distance, you all hear toot. toot.
I also...
Did everyone else hear that? Is that weird man? Is that weird man without a name going to turn up again?
Yes, I can't cast sending, but I do have message. So,
yeah.
But it's just a thought.
You can try message. It's a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
as I said,
I
was going to point at the water and try and send it round the corner of the tunnel. Because it can go around corners and doesn't say anything about water blocking the spell. In the rules.
Well, we probably only get one chance.
But see if you can reach it, and if you can, we know that it's around 120 feet away, and then we can swim underwater for that long.
Do you guys speak dragon?
No.
I
Okay.
can.
Can dragons understand common?
I speak.
That's a good question.
I speak Draconic.
I do speak Celestial, and I speak Dwarvish.
I don't think
I
that
also speak
dragon-
Dwarvish.
Yay!
I don't know if that's helpful.
Cora, honestly, with her sending, that might be and she speaks Draconic, so that would probably be far more convincing.
I think that's probably the best option. If
Well,
Cora's
before
okay
she does
with it.
that, we should hide, like get it in position in case it does come out.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
If Cora would like a little coaching, I'd love to give her some help with her charisma persuasion. Just give some pointers.
That would be fabulous.
Be very endearing, flattering as possible.
So
In 25
we
words.
get to send 25 words.
Yeah.
Up to.
Aegeus looks at all of you, sits up and goes, not to rain on anyone's tactical parade here, but are we planning to heal up at all?
Well, that's like I said, we have two options. We can fight it now where we're all injured and it's almost dead, or we can heal up, but it also gets to heal up.
No, we can also cast a few spells.
I have no slots left.
Yeah, I
He
have
points at
hardly
Cora and
mixed
says,
none.
I'm pretty sure she does.
I do.
Well, I can try. I used to heal people.
How does all my party look to me?
I'm fine.
Aegeus is bloodied, very
Yeah.
badly bloodied.
Meridian's pretty bad off too.
I'm alright. For once.
I'm not doing great. Not doing great.
Like half your beard's gone.
Yeah. My clothes are
Okay.
singed. Like
But-
it's not doing great.
If we take a short rest, the dragon gets a short rest. Will it heal like we do on a short rest?
I mean, I tend to assume monsters can do whatever we can do, but I don't know that for sure.
Yeah,
I-
bordering on
either-
metagamey. But yeah, just assume that if you can do it, then a monster can do it. And
The
then,
thing
yeah.
is that short rest is wonderful for health, but most of us here seem to be spellcasters, and I'm not sure how many of us regain that ability through only short rests.
Well, for some of us, you can. It's a feature that'll be listed in the stuff. But I mean, you're not going to get all of your spell slots back. But I know mine specifically, I get half of my spellcasting level.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And some of you get other things back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word anyway. It's a level 3 spell. Oh, just when I get the red
Don't-
bar of doom.
Yeah, I'm trying to reload myself.
Oh.
Oh, mine
Okay.
just came up.
I
Hmm.
zoomed out on the map, and it's just decided, nah.
It's fine for me after I closed the browser and reloaded it.
Yeah, I find closing the browser or even turning off your device and restarting it sometimes makes a difference, especially if it's stuck.
It's just crying.
Okay, I'm gonna log out and try and
Mm-hmm.
log back in again. Wow, won't even let me exit the
Would
game.
the depending on how much it heals, would your aid spell from last session earlier before the fight began still be in effect?
Yeah, it's an 8-hour duration spell.
Great, thank you.
It. I don't know because of like fact that I'm in the middle of nowhere, or just really terrible weather or... It's been rough today.
Well, it sounds like everybody's being affected, so maybe it's a Discord or Roll20 problem.
Yeah.
I put something in the Discord earlier that I think Al would appreciate.
Oh, right. Wonder Sign and Legendary. Very cute. Like it. Yeah. I don't know. I think Maddie's learned her lesson. I'm not one for beating a dead horse. So, yeah. Yeah, so how's everybody feeling about their relationship with the Aegeus? Or Aegis, as somebody likes to call him.
Well, he
Well-
saved my life, so
Well, he's
So far,
kind of an asshole.
Definitely a
Kind of.
tough love kind of guy.
yeah, kind of an asshole, but not the worst.
Mhm.
There are worse out there.
Yep. Well, I'm playing him the way his character sheet says he should be played. He's got a 10 charisma, so there you go. That's how I feel a 10 charisma person should be played.
Honestly, though, his uncle sounds a bit of a dick.
Or maybe he's just, deeply insecure.
Maybe.
Didn't we meet the thing of his uncle?
You did. Well done. Yes. You
I
did.
don't remember him being a dick, though. I remember him actually being kind of nice, and then he just had to go, and that's why he didn't join us.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Nice.
Well done, Maddie.
Thank you. Agamemnon, that's his name.
Excellent.
wasn't that your character?
Yes, he was he was my first 5th edition character when I first started playing 5th edition, which is a few years ago now, and I hadn't played in years and years and years. I made a character named Agamemnon Scorch, and I took him all the way to 20th level and retired him as an NPC.
I feel sorry for calling him a bit of a dick now.
Oh no, I mean, the funny thing about these is I try to make this game realistic in some ways because I do so many non-realistic things. Some guys run games and they're super, super serious, and you have to talk in character, and there's no fourth wall breaking humor, there's no metagaming, And then there are people who are the other end of the spectrum, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. It's like any rule of cool thing goes. And that's, either one of those is perfectly valid for that kind of a campaign if you enjoy that type of thing. I like to throw in the humor, the puns, the metagaming, the fourth wall stuff, and the Easter eggs. But I do like to make it realistic in the sense that people behave the way I think people would behave in real life. Drawing on my, the fact that I've been lucky enough to have a lot of real world experience with a lot of different kinds of people, both professionally and personally, across many cultures, many nations, and many language and ethnic groups, and social levels of social strata as well. And I'll say that if you can assume that somebody is going to behave in a way that you think is realistic, whether or not you personally might choose to follow that pathway, you're more likely to be right. And it does give you more of a realistic sense of how to deal with people, because I think that's a big part of the role play that's often missing in games like this. A module will write out in great detail strategic or combat tactical related aspects. They might give you some detail about personality, but it's very generic. He's afraid of being attacked by the bandits, or he's obviously hiding something. But they don't really give you a lot in terms of fleshed out motivations. And I think if I can bring that to a game with the occasional funny voice, it adds a certain element of realism that offsets some of the ridiculous silliness we do.
Some, not all.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's no person in the world who's really a black and white character, right? I mean, or personality. I mean, you look at people that we like to vilify, and every one of them, whether if you genuinely believe they're bad people, I guarantee you they don't think they're bad people, right? And a lot of times, the people that we put on a pedestal and we think are true heroes or even saints, right? Modern people that we know, they're not so far back in history that they're buried in the mystery of it all. They're not perfect either, right? So I think that's true of most people I've met. I've never met anybody who wasn't motivated, at least on some level, by some venal desire, whether or not they clothed it in some grand moral argument is beside the point almost. But that doesn't mean that they're bad people. It doesn't mean that you can't work with them. You can work with bad people. Sometimes you have to. And sometimes good people are just so obnoxious or so awful in other ways that you just can't deal with it. In my experience.
You guys see?
Yeah, I'm back in.
Cool. Is everybody up and running?
Mine still has the bar.
I have
Before I waited it out and it went away.
It's a shame I don't have a monologue prepared.
Yeah. Can't do anything about it now.
In this time, I did manage to put together 25 words. If we do want to send that sending.
Well, before we do, I've managed to.
Why don't you post it in the chat so we can all see what it looks like?
All right.
I've cast mass healing word, so up to 6 creatures. So all of us plus Aegeus get 9. Get 9 hit points plus an additional 5 because it's a level 3 spell, and my Disciple of Life goes on top. So we each get 15.
9 plus 5 is 14?
Sorry, 14. Thinking of 6. Don't know why.
Wonderful, thank you.
Are Ellie and Story injured?
Only a tiny bit.
Okay. So I don't see red dots. If you can put the red dots on, it would be helpful. Is Ellie injured?
I would, if I could.
But she is injured.
Maybe a few scrapes and bruises.
All right.
I'm waiting.
Okay. So do you want to use it on all the party members and Aegeus and Meridian is injured?
Not anymore.
Before the casting, though.
Before the casting, yes.
She was, okay.
It's not like my Channel Divinity though, where I can divvy up.
No, I understand. I'm just saying, you've got 5 members of your. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 members of your party, including yourself, Joe.
Yeah.
You then have Aegeus, and then technically you also have Hrimfaxi, who's very badly injured as well.
I don't need healing.
Yeah, so that's what I was just going to say, is if you wanted to prioritize, you can certainly do that, right?
Okay, in which case, I'll do Hrimfaxi, Aegeus, Darlin, Satina.
Mm-hmm.
Which is worse out of Story and Meridian?
I'm at about half health right now.
Yeah, you can really only say you're sort of bloodied or not.
Yeah.
Then I'll give the last one to Meridian then.
Okay.
And
The Story doesn't get it then.
I mean, I'm okay.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, Hrimfaxi will presumably trot on over and rub his long face against the equivalent of your nuzzle. He'll nuzzle your neck essentially.
I'll give him a nose stroke and a little pat on the cheek and say you're welcome.
I like this horse.
And he trots away.
So is it still 14? Or...
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then I get healed 5 for doing that because it's a spell.
Mm-hmm.
And I have where is it gone? Blessed Healer.
Very
Okay,
nice.
5.
Life clerics. So OP.
Aegeus looks a lot better, but he is still bloodied.
Okay, I'm going to try and cast a healing spell on him.
Mhm.
And something is happening. Let's see if I can find it with all the spells I have. Yes. That one I cast it at the 2nd level. So he gets 9 more.
Oh, yeah. So, Aegeus, you mean?
Yeah, it is. So
Okay.
something is working, but it's not the same as I used to cast. But it seems that I can
Yeah, he looks at you and goes,
heal a
ooh,
bit.
oh, that's that's quite a nice little massage there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you both.
I'm gonna try one on myself as well. But at 1st level. That's a 6.
Yes. You also feel a lot better. Almost as if you had a nice cup of chamomile. As somewhere off in the distance you hear a plaintive mooing.
I'm going to stick my head back in the water to see if anything's appeared at the entrance to the tunnel.
Aegeus just looks at you and points at you with his thumb while he looks at the rest of the party and says, "Can she breathe waters?"
No, but we can hold our breath a little bit.
And head out in the water.
All right.
I'm gonna do
Yeah.
the same.
You're gonna stick your head in the water.
Yep. Hold my breath.
Okay. All right.
What do I
Yeah.
see?
Do you have dark vision?
No.
I don't think you do.
No, I don't. I see darkness.
I'm blind. I'm blind. I can't
What's
see.
happening? God damn it. That didn't work.
How is
Yeah.
Aegeus looking now?
Huh?
How is
Oh,
Aegeus looking now?
He's still bloodied, but he definitely looks a lot better than he did before. He looked like he was one attack away from going down, and now he's looking a lot better than that. But you can still see that.
Would 20 hit points help?
I mean, you're asking me, or are you telling me that what you're doing? At some point, I'm basically metagaming, right?
I was kind of metagaming to see if
I know
20
you
was too
were.
much.
I know you were, Joe. And shame on you. Shame, shame, shame.
But
I mean, if we really want to metagame, he did take like 40 plus 20 damage before and didn't outright die.
Well, he used absorb elements.
Oh, that's true. So like 30 some damage?
Plus like 20 some from the dragon.
Yeah.
I may end up regretting this, but I'm going to use my last channel divinity. And that's 40 hit points in total. And I'm going to bring myself back up to full health. Which takes 20 points. And I'll give Aegeus the other 20.
And he immediately looks a lot better. He's got some bruises and scrapes, but all the wounds, suture up magically. He's no longer dripping blood. He does a little flex and a little stretch. The scabs don't break open immediately. So, yeah, I think I'm ready to take them on again. All right.
Let's try and get it out.
Now, if only we could breathe water.
Well, somebody had an idea for a message, didn't they? Let's hear it.
We send a message to the dragon. Make it think it's a kobold saying it's safe to come out now. Profit?
But how are we going to get the treasure? We still need to get down there. Presumably that's where it lives.
We can get the treasure tomorrow.
We could swim.
Tomorrow we can breathe underwater.
He looks at you and goes,
I just have a feeling.
I've got a feeling
Yep.
that tomorrow's going to be a good day.
Yep.
All right. He just
it's
trusts
just,
you.
If we want to make it sound like a kobold, then that's going to have to be in Draconic, and I believe consensus was only one person knows how to speak that, and she will look at Cora.
I can speak Draconic, but I can't cast the spell.
Yeah, I was going to say, everybody's looking, Aegeus looks at you saying it and then looks at the Dragonborn and like extends an arm out towards her and says, she literally can speak Draconic. She's part dragon.
I don't have the facilities to sending though.
I think she meant only one person can speak Draconic and cast the spell.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant.
But before we do that, let's all get in position in case it does come exploding out of the water.
Yes. I'm going to go find a bush.
I'm going to take this bush.
There are loads of bushes. Everything's a bush.
I'm gonna be wherever Cora is, giving her pointers on inflection and how to really whatever the word is.
Did you say you'd actually come up with a message?
Crossfade?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, did you put it in the chat?
Yes, I did. I witnessed your prowess. They're gone now. I bring you the tribute I have prepared for you. Please allow me to bask in your glory.
Probably the most erudite kobold ever in the history of dragonkind.
Oh my god.
Okay, then shorten it.
Is that 25 words?
That is exactly 25 words. But if we were to shorten it for the stupidity of a kobold, then I suppose you could just do something like, I saw you! You were great! I bring things for you! Please let me see you!
Char, let me worship you.
I feel that's slightly racist.
Scary people gone now.
Anybody else offended? I don't know. I feel a bit dirty listening to that.
I just make a point that maybe we shouldn't all huddle together.
No,
it's
If he decides to attack us, we're all getting it.
What?
I'm
That's
gonna
all right there.
I am literally.
Aegeus huddles between the three of you.
I'm gonna run. I'm just gonna
What?
right before you start casting sending, I'm gonna just tap your shoulder and say, "You got this," and I'm gonna cast guidance.
And
Wow.
I'm going to
run away.
I'm going to give her my last bardic inspiration die as well. So you get a +6 as well, or a d6 plus a d6 to whichever you have to roll as well.
And you're
Hey,
helping
Talon.
her too to give her advantage, right?
It is part of what I was kind of hoping I could do by offering the advice for being persuasive.
No, I got it. Yeah. Well done. Yeah. So, no, I trust that was 25 words. And well done you selecting words that are all multisyllabic to really maximize your syllable to word count. Yeah. So you send it across, and actually, your Dragonborn companion will confirm what Cora already knows, which is that dragons do speak. They tend to speak common. They just choose not to because they think it's beneath them. Wow, somebody doesn't like dragons.
Sorry, that would be my dog.
Didn't he do that last time with the dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got some
He's got
PTSD
some
with
dragon
dragons.
issues.
My favorite one was when someone mentioned a bath. His
yeah.
dog just flips out.
Hey, before we get started, so because Dallin, Henriette, your character took off their armor, do they need armor? Because I can cast mage armor on her.
Ah.
Well, I don't have any armor right now, so
It'll boost up your AC.
She's wearing bikini armor.
yeah.
The strongest kind there is in video games.
the most powerful kind of armor ever seen by any gaming table.
What?
You're a woman in a male gaming group? Oh my god. You'll never die.
Winner.
But what does it boost it up to?
My character sheet's loading. Hold on.
13.
13, because my armor without my default armor is 13, it says.
Your
probably-
Okay.
default armor. From your racial ability?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's your base AC is 13 plus your dex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just pulling up her character sheet to remind myself. It's
When I take off the armor in
Yep.
backpack, it's 13.
where's the
So I'm
thing?
just trusting the sheet.
Yeah. No, I looked it up at some point. Where does it say that? Psychic damage.
I have to touch you though, so like gotta get closer.
Ellie has found a bush. Ellie is happy.
Wild shape. Where's it? Hang on, I'm gonna double check another source.
Don't know why.
Yeah, this is not one I'm super familiar with, so just bear with me for a moment.
By the way, Cora, I love this bonding we're doing right now.
Awesome teacher.
I think we all make a great team.
I do too.
You get a message.
You don't have a
Ellie?
bonus to your armor, I don't think.
No, I don't know why it says on the sheet. So it's just plus my dex, so it's 10 plus 1.
What's your dex?
It's 12, so 1 plus.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the racial abilities, and armor class is not. Was it something else we were thinking about at one point? Because something else.
I don't know.
We were looking at something else that might have had an armor class bonus. You have advantage on wisdom saving throws. You have certain resistance. You've got a few other things. But no armor class bonus. And the
No.
class itself doesn't have a bonus to armor class either.
No, and I'm just
So-
gonna set 11. Right.
Well, if you just leave it at 10 as the normal, and it'll automatically set it to 11 based on your AC adjustment for your dexterity. It should automatically do that. And if it doesn't, all we need to do is just change your dex so that it'll reset. Here, I'll do that for you, actually. Yeah, it's doing that now, right?
Yep.
Okay. So if you wanted to add mage armor, you can, and then I'll just set it up for you. Not that you can't do it yourself, I know.
Thank you.
Did I click? I think I clicked
now
wrong.
it's. Oh, why does it say 16 now?
I don't know.
Something's wrong with your armor class. X armor class tracking. Automatic. Or quad.
I think I know where it's from. But I know it this one, and we can look at it later, and I can fix it while we go, so you don't have to.
Oh, because you've got a shield.
I do.
Yeah, you can use a shield, so the shield will add +2 to your armor class.
Ah,
That's why.
True. That's
Right.
why.
So
I wanted to ask you too. The shield that we picked up from with the Cyric symbol.
it is wooden.
Is it okay? Good.
Yes, you can use it
Yeah.
if you dare.
If I did.
Mwah.
I don't care. I'm evil
I mean,
now, so.
It does have an image of Cyric on it, so
Yeah, but you said that not very many people.
Yeah.
Just
were-
color over it.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's gonna
Put
go
some
over
moss
well.
on it.
Yeah.
We can decorate it with dragon blood.
I didn't.
We're gonna have a whole session just on shopping and crafting.
We could put flowers on it and like make it all like pretty and stuff.
Yeah, let's do that.
You could put like nightshade on it or like poison ivy.
Wow. Vicious.
I was thinking more oleanders or maybe senna flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Oleanders are known for being quite toxic, and senna flowers are a very powerful laxative.
Oh,
Nice.
I know that because I love historical documentaries.
So you bash him with your shield, and he suddenly has the desire to poop. On a nat 20, he
Or
suddenly has
he
a bowel
dies
movement.
Oleanders are highly toxic.
He dies of
And-
embarrassment.
Yeah.
Aegeus is standing there just like impatiently tapping his foot. Like, are we doing this?
But then I don't need a bit mage armor, right?
Oh, okay, cool.
What do you mean?
It's
Yeah, you
target
can have
base.
both. You can
Okay.
use your shield and have mage. Can't you? Yeah, you can have
It doesn't
shield
say
with mage
anything
armor.
about it.
Okay,
Yeah, you
I'll
can
take it.
have shield with mage armor.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Because you're proficient in shields. Most of the time people with mage armor they're not proficient with shields.
I am.
Yeah.
Wooden shields.
Or any shields. Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool. Anything? Yeah, so your armor class is actually pretty good now.
It's decent.
Anybody
All
else
right.
want to do anything?
I'm gonna move back over behind this tree.
I am going to ready a firebolt.
That's a good idea.
I'm
All
going
right.
to ready Chill Touch.
All right. Well, why don't we do this? You guys can
We don't.
prepare your what happened to the turn order tracking? So weird. Okay, something happened to turn order tracking. I'm gonna reset it all anyway. Give everybody a chance to prep themselves. Everybody can roll initiative again.
I guess
No.
it's coming then.
Well, just in case. You never know.
Wow.
Joe never gets to attack
Oh.
ever again.
Wow.
Why does it say that?
I
That's
don't
not
know.
right. Roll 20 is acting. Okay. Everybody getting some really wow. What is going on with you guys?
Oh.
My token was selected.
Time to murder a dragon.
Jess rolled a 20 but didn't no, that's fine. So what happened here? Maddie's got a 20 but
I didn't select my token.
all right, well we'll just change it to 20.
Okay.
How often do you get to go first or second really? Anybody else missing? Joe will keep you at 1. Give it a try, just in case. Right?
Mhm.
You guys all ready?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, here we go. You
I
got
mean-
this.
Okay. What do
Good
you want
luck,
to do?
everyone.
Bush.
Yeah, go ahead and post your. So, do you want to do us? Do you want to do the honors there, Jessica? And since you're helping out with the wording of it,
Do what?
would you like to do the honors and repeat the?
Oh, sure. I witnessed your prowess. They're gone now. I bring you the tribute I have prepared for you. Please allow me to bask in your glory.
Okay, Joe, roll with advantage.
God.
And a D4.
Also, you have a bardic of inspiration, and I think somebody gave you guidance.
Yeah.
So
D4.
it's
Yep.
a D4 plus a D6
Okay.
plus
so-
advantage.
But
So
don't
there's my-
mess it up.
Oh my god.
My
Wow.
persuasion.
You know, please
Well,
just
I'm
roll.
sorry, I've got to do the D4 on the
Yes.
D6.
Yes.
Yeah.
'cause I want to see this get over 30.
Don't forget a
Nice.
1.
30.
30, nice.
That's a nice round number.
What does that pass?
And he's coming in like a wrecking ball,
Yeah.
is he?
That was perfect timing. Do we
She
fire
flies up. And she bursts out of the lake again, just like before, and looks down.
And
Wie kannst du es wagen, mein Haus zu betreten?
German.
can I understand what she said?
Yeah, she's demanding who you are and how dare you enter her home.
And all the spells go off.
Yeah, okay. Nice. All right, this is going to be a fast combat. All right, Satina.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna, I'm just gonna fire away, right? So I'm gonna
After
do.
all these 20s and 19s, I hope you guys don't all pooch it.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna do magic missile at 3rd level, so it's gonna be 5 missiles.
Wow, you have that many 3rd level spell slots? All
I only
right.
have 3, I think.
Get her, get her, get her, get her, get her.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. All right. So 2, 8, 16.
Oh, good lord. All right. Nice story.
I don't really want her to run away again, so we're just gonna do a vicious mockery.
Oh yeah, I got to roll initiative for her.
Somebody. Oh,
Okay.
damn.
So she'll go after. She'll go before Cora. Yep.
Hope you're hiding, Cora.
In a
Okay.
bush.
So it's
Sorry. I'm with Story. We're cuddled up in a bush.
So she rolled. So you rolled a 9 for her save.
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So 4 psychic.
Keep going.
You fell for
Ellie,
it.
Keep going. Go almost. Keep going. Keep going.
12.
Ping. Bounces off her armor. Aegeus is like, shit, I'm out of lightning bolts. And he stands at the edge and he waves his arms, daring her to get closer so he can swing his sword. Meridian.
She's just done a running leap.
Well, let's go.
Ooh, yeah. 18 will hit, and yeah, very, very badly injured. Very close, very close. One more. Anybody else has got another one?
Faxi, let's go.
Oh yeah, where's Hrimfax? Oh, Hrimfax is all the way back there.
Yeah.
Can you even reach from there?
No.
Oh, I guess you can.
Well,
Oh,
he can, but I can.
Okay, right.
But
No, he can't. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna try and concentrate and just think something that hurts it, and I'm gonna cast Moonbeam,
Ooh, wow. What's the range on that?
120 feet.
Okay. Or
Oh,
starts
that's
his turn there.
else.
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, so that's perfect because the timing's right because it's literally the start of their turn. Right?
So
Okay, so where is the Moonbeam spell thingy? Here we go. What is it again? 20-foot radius or 20-foot diameter?
it's a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
5-foot radius. So basically just, I'm going to
Yeah, right over.
superimpose into the back there. Okay. Nice. And so it's actually her turn, so you may as well roll the
Save.
Constitution save. Yeah.
Bad
You get
rolls,
it?
bad rolls.
And as the dragon is bathed in soft moonlight, she collapses and falls back into the pond. Wings burning in radiant energy, and the rest of her just smoking until she hits the water with a giant splash, covering Aegeus with swampy, fetid liquid, and disappears under the surface.
Let her hit land first.
Story wants to high five Cora.
Oh, I'm high-fiving you.
I just took down 2 dragons.
We did.
Yeah, take that, Aegis.
Ellie's just like peering at the water, waiting for the corpse of the dragon to float back to the top.
That's gonna take a while.
Aegeus looks and goes, well, I guess, did somebody say we could do this tomorrow?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he immediately
Let's
casts
go.
a spell using his fingertips on a couple of few branches and twigs that don't look completely waterlogged, starting a small bonfire, and says, guess we'll set up camp here then.
I would like to kind of make my way to the first dragon corpse, and I want to see if I can sneakily steal an eyeball for Ellie.
Are you
Nice.
proficient in survival?
No.
Is there anything about your skill set, background, class features, or abilities or proficiencies that would suggest you would be particularly good at sneakily dissecting a dragon's head?
I mean, I just want to grab the eyeball, but
So just desire, basically.
yeah, I mean, I am proficient in sleight of hand to try and do it sneaky, perhaps.
Okay, so let's just walk this through. Sleight of hand is kind of like when you have like a hidden coin or a card in your hand, and a dragon eyeball is like the size of a basketball.
No, I mean, yeah, if I'll walk over there and see, yep, okay, never mind, and I give up and go back.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check. And then if you can succeed in not being caught, you can roll a survival check. Ooh.
Look at that.
All right. Well, he's busy warming up his hands on the bonfire.
So survival next.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not doing too bad.
You really
With a
want
loud
my eyeball.
popping sound, this eyeball like pops out into your hands, and you gently lay the head down on the opposite side so that hopefully nobody will notice the eyeball's missing until much later.
Yeah, and then I wanna just go and quietly give it to Ellie. Like shh.
It's like, how are you smuggling a basket? Like, is it under your shirt?
I'll use minor illusion to make it look like a piece of a big hunk of wood.
It's a big old log.
Yeah, I am gifting Ellie. I bring this log to you with utter reverence. It's our
Aegeus
little
says,
secret. Put it away quickly.
Oh, perfect. Why don't you bring the log and put it on the fire?
Nope, this is my log. You get your own logs.
It's a mating ritual for elves.
Yep. I mean, I'm not an elf, but
Well,
yes.
yeah. Just respect your culture.
Ellie's just kind of like
That's a weird
staring
turn.
at the water.
That was a bizarre flex. What the hell was that?
I mean, she already tried with the vampire. Are you really surprised?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's all first year of university, right? Let's give everything a try. Okay, well done. Hrimfaxi looks decidedly relieved not to be facing the dragon again, and he celebrates with a fiery poop.
Fire poop. Here's more for your fire.
I actually,
You
I
kick
just
the
thought-
mirror on.
if Rimfaxi poos on the pile of sticks that we're going to set fire, that would just create an instant bonfire, wouldn't it? You wouldn't have to put as
Stinky
much work
one.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have to put as much work in. Just pile sticks on top of them.
Yeah, but I don't know if you've ever smelled a dung patty fire. It's not that nice, especially if it's wet.
Fair enough.
Yeah, well done.
Oof.
So, do you guys want to go grab the rest of your party members, or just leave them there, or how do you want to do this? What's the plan with tomorrow, Henrietta?
Well, I think that I can cast water breathing.
You probably can.
Yeah, and I can do it as a ritual.
You certainly can.
Yeah.
Can you only cast that on one person, or could you cast
Up
it
to
on the
10.
party?
10 willing
Oh my
creatures.
goodness.
Wow.
Mhm.
So we all going for a swim tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now it's just water breathing. It's not swimming. So some
Yeah.
of you wearing armor may sink like a stone.
We might have to take the armor off to go.
I mean, but if you're
take a dip.
water breathing, I suppose in some regards you could literally just
Walk.
walk in.
Yeah. Walk on the bottom floor.
Yeah, mechanically there isn't anything that says you can't swim in armor, which is ridiculous. But mechanically, that's what it says. So,
Gotcha.
so of course you can do it, right? Because it doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. We just do it to be fair, right?
You can
Got it.
ride Rimfaxi, and he can swim you.
Well, that's another option. Rimfaxi is going to he's going to psychically signal to you that he's not really interested in getting his fiery mane all
What?
wet.
Why not?
He looks at you with that sort of horsey look that says, "Are you serious?" And he breathes some flames out of his nostrils.
You do what you want.
And he trots away from you.
Rude.
Can I go tell Cud and Clarissa what's going on?
Yeah. Are you going to... So if you go get Cud can pretty much by himself drag slowly the coffin. It takes a long time, but he can just about do it.
I can
What-
go with Ellie, and we can bring Rimfaxi, and he can help us. He and Cud.
Okay.
I do
Yeah.
have floating desk.
Yeah, you do. You do have the
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
So you managed to bring them all there, and as the sun sets finally, amidst the various kobold and dragonborn and dragon corpses, Cud looks at all of you and says, "I prayed to the great god Baphomet for your safe return, and I am pleased," as he pats each of you on the head because he's so large, "that you survived your encounter. I said, Baphomet, if you bring them back, I shall make them all tea." And then I saw the image of Baphomet itself,
You did.
to which I responded, "Holy cow!"
I am still waiting for the second corpse to float to the top. Corpses usually float.
After a while.
Yes.
Okay, fine, if you really want it. It's at the surface, all right?
Yay!
Just bobbing up and down.
Oh, so tempted just to climb on the corpse of the dragon. Just think.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, can I surf the dragon?
It's just disrespectful.
Right?
Yeah.
Sure. Give us a dexterity acrobatics roll if you want to.
Yay!
Why not? There's no
Ellie just
waves or
loves-
anything. There's like a little bit of a ripple from the waterfall.
That's a 23.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Well,
my gosh.
you somehow managed to push up and down on it, and you get it to bob up and down, and the rest of you are just sort of sitting, I guess, hanging out by the bonfire, being
That just
entertained by
seems-
you, balancing yourself on the neck and the back of the dragon corpse.
Kind of disrespectful.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Try
She's
to kill us. What do we care?
She's not going
Well-
to dead.
For the distance.
I love it.
I mean, whatever brings you joy.
Maybe this is how they honor the dead in her religion. We don't know.
Maybe.
No, this dragon was an asshole. Therefore,
Man, I was looking out for you, and
the dragon was an asshole. Also, I want its liver.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So you guys get to camping. Aegeus starts carving up the dragon that's on the shore, and in the middle of the night, before he finally goes to rest, after he's set a bunch of alarm wards and things, he goes, "Hey, why is there an eye missing?"
I think a kobold.
I'm
Probably
sorry.
exploded.
I think it exploded when I blew up its brain.
That's got to be a deception roll.
Okie dokie.
Guidance.
Can I weigh in to try? Oh, never mind.
I guess that'll be an opposing insight check. Joe, do you want to roll the insight check?
Yep.
God.
Don't do me dirty, Joe.
Don't do me dirty, she says. Really? Oh, I guess it's possible. But then wouldn't there be a bunch of goo? Well, whatever.
Yeah, like evaporated. It could be really nasty.
It could have mixed in with bits of brain.
As Ellie's standing there surfing the dead dragon, holding an eyeball-shaped piece of wood.
No, she's put that in a backpack.
Okay. All right.
Stood there on a dragon quite happily.
All right. Very good. Does anybody want to do anything else? I mean, technically, we haven't quite got to 5 o'clock in Eastern Standard Time, but I think it's a good spot to stop unless somebody wants to do anything.
When ritual casting, do you need a spell slot?
No.
Okay.
That's
the point.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I just know it's very
I didn't know
time-consuming.
how to say it without sounding like I was being condescending. But
Oh, no, it's fine.
yeah, it's. I mean, I don't know why I should start carrying now, considering all the things I said in the past.
I just want to summon my familiar, and I don't want to use a spell slot.
I'm pretty sure if somebody didn't know us and they heard like one of our recordings for the first time, they'd be like, "Why do these people put up with this guy?"
I don't think they would.
They would, right? I mean, somebody's bound to go, "This guy sounds like an awful person." Okay. So yes. So you wanted to do, what did you want to do? I'm sorry.
I want to summon Salazar.
Oh, Salazar arrives.
Yes, I want to summon him as an octopus in the water.
Oh, thank God! I was so hoping somebody was going to remember to do things like that. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, Salazar arrives and he immediately starts choking.
In the water?
Yes, because he is a saltwater octopus and it is
fuck.
semi-freshwater brine.
Okay, I am going to dispel him.
No. He'll survive. You can make him an octopus.
I can make him a fish.
Or fish. Yep, you can make him a salmon or something.
Wait, can weasels swim? I guess they can't breathe underwater though.
No, they can't breathe underwater.
A turtle.
And seahorses are saltwater. So
Yeah,
I can make him a
saltwater.
fish.
Yeah.
Make him a turtle.
He can't be a turtle.
Why?
I can make him a crab.
Freshwater crab.
There are freshwater crabs.
Mm-hmm.
Shrimp.
Or a frog.
I've definitely been bitten by one or chomped on one, pincered by one. My toe was dangling in the water.
What about a frog? Can he survive as a frog? Because they're amphibious.
They are, I think, are there saltwater frogs? They probably are.
I don't think there's saltwater frogs. There's brackish frogs. There's freshwater frogs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a frog would be okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes
I'm
sense.
going to do a frog then. That way he can hang out with me.
But they still can't breathe underwater, though.
They can hold their breath for like hours at a time.
Okay. Cool.
Can I summon Edgar?
Yes. Bring Edgar back. Finally. Let's just make it a massive party with all your friends, your followers. Clarissa sidles up to Story. Starts sniffing her arm, looking for a big fat vein.
Nope.
All right.
I'm going to feed Edgar a bit of dragon.
Yeah. Aegeus doesn't really mind. There's plenty of dragon to go around.
Hmm.
He's looking forward to getting at the treasure tomorrow.
Yeah.
And on that note, I think we'll call it a session and pick up next week.
All right.
All righty.
That was fun. We killed two
played.
dragons, people.
You did kill
Yeah,
two
we did.
dragons.
Did we level up?
So difficult.
If
Never
you level
ask.
up.
Never ask.
Takes a bit
what
more
I
than
game-
that.
really want to.
What
I
game do
haven't
you think
leveled
you're
up in so
playing?
long.
I know you haven't leveled up. And so ask Joe how long it took for her to get to level 8.
Yeah, very long time.
A year and a half, mostly playing 2 times a week.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Where is my Salazar handout?
I don't know. But if you don't have a token for your creature, I can give you one.
Okay.
You've got it. So you want him as a frog, do you?
As a frog, yes, please.
I've got quite a few frogs. How about
Maybe.
So, are we going for a long rest, or is that something we'll pick up?
you
at
want
the
that
start?
S&M Kermit?
Yes, that's perfect.
Yeah, you want S&M Kermit?
I changed Edgar's.
Oh, that's
token.
awesome.
I changed Edgar's
Oh.
token as well.
It's like when he complains about Miss Piggy. It's you can barely hear him through the muffled leather.
That's terrible.
So we've
I
got
think-
SM Frog.
Hmm. Yeah, that's Salazar. I think it's probably best if we, take the long rest and pick up after.
Mm.
Yeah, that seems wise.
I'm gonna get back on land.
I want to sleep on a dead dragon.
No. I'm worried I might fall off in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Do we get to have that long rest, or is that something we'll pick up at the start of the next
Ooh.
session? Al?
Joe, always trying to get that little bit of advantage. We'll figure that out next week. It depends a little bit on what happens over the course of the evening. You've got 2 gigantic dead dragons and a load of other corpses laying about in a fetid swamp. God, heaven forbid the smell of fresh blood and flesh should draw some other carnivores nearby.
Well, we've got the chance. Let's maybe move all the kobolds into a pile and camp a little further away from all the corpses.
Haven't you guys ever seen any of those survivor hunting shows? All they have to do is kill one deer and suddenly every bear and wolverine in the woods comes out of hiding.
So why don't we pile all the kobolds sort of as far away from the camp as possible?
That's
Set
what I
an
was
alarm
thinking.
on him. We could set an
There's a
alarm
big
on him, so if
pile.
anything messes with him, it'll chime an alarm in our heads.
Oh, that's what you meant. I was like setting a alarm for like 6 o'clock to wake up. And
Perhaps
Yeah.
go sleep back up on the ledge. Upwind.
well, the wind changes, so. But yeah, you can.
I kinda
All
wanna
right,
hide.
so we'll pick it up next week then.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
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 Adios.